Introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Room here to run. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he will lose yardage and be back. Up to the 24. Second and 11 now.
Here we go. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Come on.
Wilson Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Fournette on the toss to the right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Herbert now. A pass underneath for Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he steps away. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Rush
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Herbert off of play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert throwing again. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. It's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. To the sideline, it complete to Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Herbert back to the air. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, he finds Moore. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On second down, it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. Now Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.